Hello everybody, this is Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com and I'm coming to share with you my fall home tour. I'm going to start with our entryway. I can't remember which the last video I did when I did my entryway, but it was totally different. I'm always changing up my entryway. I think it gives the home a different feel. Feels like you have new furniture when you don't. So right here in our entryway, I put which was my daughter's changing table when she was young. This past weekend, I chalk painted and waxed it, and I totally love the way this one came out because it had the white underneath and the hints of white and the bright teal color. I really love the way this piece came out. Here I just have like a swag and some more fall garland. I'm really into the traditional garland and traditional fall colors. That's what I enjoy. And right here next to it, you see I have this little old bucket that I have this straw bale or whatever you want to call it in. And I love it. I recently picked this bucket up from the antique shop. My daughter tickled me. She said, "This is not vintage. This is just an old bucket." Well, here is my old bucket and I love it. Right here on my wall is the same thing I had before. I think my last tour was a summer tour, not quite sure. But I just added some fall touches, some little fall decor. And I have this little, it's meant for a wall, but I placed it here. This little blanket here was once my oldest daughter's blanket. Someone made it for me. So I just threw it here because I believe it adds a nice fall touch as well. Now this is my living room area, and recently this is a sectional. However, I split it up. Every now and then I'll split my sectional up to two pieces. You know, in the fall months we have more company, you can sit down and talk, and just me and my husband could sit here and talk. So I have my vintage blanket. You saw that in one of my thrift hauls. I have this little purple pumpkin. It has some purple in the blanket, so I thought that would look nice. And just added, like I say, some little pumpkins and some fall colors in this area here. And I added a few other, fall pillows on the couch as well. I keep calling this thing a cover. It's a quilt. You see my little books, my vintage books I made, and that was in our Dollar Tree Upcycle Challenge that we had a couple months ago. So, like I say, just added some fall colors that I had. I did not buy anything new this year for decor. And I do think my husband still may have forgotten a few pieces in our crawl space. I also love my ladder over there. You see my orange ladder. Picked that up at the Goodwill maybe a couple months ago. Yeah, a couple months ago. Found it at the Goodwill, and I have a throw on there and a vintage throw I got received from my grandma. It was her mother, so that was my great grandmother's blanket. And here is our faux fireplace. I've told you in many videos that my husband and I made the fireplace over here in this corner. Still haven't trimmed it out yet, and I think I know what I want as far as trimming, so I'm excited I hadn't trimmed it out already. But I just added some fall foliage at the top, pumpkins. I have my vintage typewriter and lantern up at the top, and then just some other, fall foliage up there. Down at the bottom I have this little log in there, and it actually plugs in. And then just some more pumpkins down here at the bottom, and I have a nice candle burning, and it smells so good in here. I love fall candles. I also added some more pumpkins and foliage to my ironing board here that's used as a sofa table. And here on the table, I'm just keeping it real simple. I don't keep my tablescapes up. If I keep it up, it's usually just on the weekend, but during the week, we really use our table a lot. The kids use it for homework, and we like to see each other when we eat. And here is our coffee bar. And I am considering making a rag garland for fall. I think it would really pop this area out, and I might do that today. But here I just have our coffee here in these little Dollar Tree containers, some coffee, some hot chocolate. And I have my syrups over here with sugar and stirs. And then the cake plate when we have any, nice danishes and stuff to go with the coffee. And my china cabinet is pretty simple this year. I just have a little decor on the top. I just added the roosters that I had in my tablescape on the inside. I didn't bring out any of my amber glass. I do have an amber glass collection, but I'm really loving my white milk glass in it. So I just kept that in and just added a couple fall pieces inside. Now this is my kitchen, and I shared this with you all maybe a week or so ago. I created a command center in my kitchen, and here's just a little fall decor I added in this section right here in this corner. I have me a pumpkin wreath candle burning, and this is where I keep my planner throughout the day when I'm in the kitchen and I need to refer to it. So this command center area is going well. Now lastly, the area that I decorated for fall is our hutch, and this is where I keep the breakfast, quick breakfast for the kids, as well as anything I need to prepare their lunches, containers, sandwich bags, and all those things. So that's what I did, and I only decorated this surface here on top. I didn't change out any of my Corningware, anything. I have some snacks in this little pumpkin over here. And that's about it. Cereal bowls for them to grab when I don't feel like cooking breakfast, because I do have those mornings. But this is the only area that I decorated here on the hutch. Now this little pumpkin I got from a garage sale. We had our citywide garage sale last year, and I don't do Halloween, and the more I look at this pumpkin, I realized why I don't do Halloween. So this may be his last year with us. So I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my fall home tour. See you Christmas. Bye bye.